All righty. Well, good morning. I am hanging out with Brian Zoss. So Brian, you've been training with me for just about 3 weeks now. So what has your experience been like? First off, how did you find out about Iron Sharpens Iron Fitness?
So found out about Iron Sharpens Iron just in connecting up with you, Chris, and our opportunity to sit alongside each other in a workshop at Feather Sound Church, and enjoyed the opportunity to get to know you. You didn't know at the time that, I'd been praying for the last few weeks prior to that because the gym had closed down due to everything going on with the pandemic. And I was looking for the possibility of, how to take on my health stewardship with a little more discipline and focus and attention. And being a coach for life and leadership training, I was like, Lord, just bring someone into my life that might be able to work out a little bit of a barter agreement maybe, and really allow ourselves to have a positive impact on each other's lives. And so even in that prayer, I think my prayer was for a man to come in to walk alongside me where iron sharpens iron. So without even knowing what the business that you ran was, or how what your background entailed, I think God made the connection on a personal basis, and then we grew from there.
Yeah, that was like pretty prophetic.
It was.
So I guess the lead into that is, what was the most appealing part about Iron Sharpens Iron?
I think when I look at health, I look at total stewardship. And so I really wanted to take an approach that was disciplined, not only on the fitness side, but just overall wellness, mindset, have someone to really come alongside, to have an accountability partnership with, and looking overall also to the nutritional side, which I already have a pretty good grasp on, but just being able to weave all those together. And the conversations that you and I had, it seemed like you really understood each one of those. And then personally, I had some battles around a long-term chronic issue with piriformis syndrome. And so there were some specific needs related to that needed to be addressed. And, you sounded in our early conversations, like in all of those areas, you'd be able to grab a hold and walk alongside and do so in a great way.
Awesome. Thanks. So was that like your biggest hindrance, or what was your, what were your biggest, your goals coming out of it, and your biggest hindrance to that goal?
Yeah. So goal was, I have my big why, let's start there before I go into the goals. My big why is, two grandsons now, almost a year old. I'm in my mid-50s. I want to be able to just walk alongside them all the way through their teen years, be healthy, be strong, be there for my two adult daughters. And I watched my dad go through life and initially go into challenges around Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, but even prior to that, he kind of let his health go. And I remember the day we wheeled him into a nursing home about 5 years ago. I turned to my wife and said, this can never happen to me. I don't want to ever be wheeled into a nursing home because I let myself go in health stewardship and I didn't honor the temple that God gave me. And so I kind of made a commitment back then that I was going to focus on health stewardship in a much stronger way. And as we've walked the journey coming into now, I had a couple years where I got a little lax around some disciplines that I had really built up strongly over the prior years. I think I shared with you, I went from 264 down to averaging around 195 and holding that steady for over 5 years. And had started to feel like I was letting those disciplines go. So my goals now were to actually get down to my target weight, which was 175. It wasn't so much about the weight, about just, being a better steward of what God gave me and keeping that health journey moving in a positive way. So yeah, those are the primary goals that I was after, general health and fitness, and getting the weight to a place where it really was more in the zone for a guy that's 5'8" and in his mid-50s. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's a powerful why. I mean, once you're able to attach why, to your health and fitness goals beyond just, a scale weight, but, an actual, something more tangible, like, the experience you had with your father and being able to walk alongside your grandkids. I mean, it really gives you that extra push on the days where you don't want to get up and work out, because I mean, motivation is only short term, but that why will power you through life. And I'm sure you already know that. So, I mean,
Absolutely.
you got the why. So what was your biggest hurdle?
I think for me, I live by goals, so I like to set goals and go after them. But I'm also a multitasker and easily distracted. My wife sometimes says I have the attention span of a gnat. So just, having the ability to focus in. I know I do better in every area of my life when someone's walking alongside and holding me accountable and actually pushing me beyond what I believe my limits are. Much in the same way as a life and leadership coach, I get to lean into people and kind of let them see beyond what they believe their own potential is. Wanting to have a physical trainer, wanting to have someone that would work alongside me with a mindset for training that says, you're setting limits and goals that aren't even close to the potential that you could achieve. And so part of it was just knowing that having someone like you in my life would bring me to a place where I could have better breakthroughs, performance breakthroughs, and really see and press myself to the limit there. So that's been the primary journey that I've tried to take on in joining along, having you join alongside it. Iron sharpens iron. You pressed me to the limit multiple times. I think the names I've shared in those journeys is a testimony to that, but I've appreciated that. I've definitely continued to press through the workouts at points where I would have just given in to exhaustion before.
Nice. Well, I mean, it sounds like, I've been able to kind of help you get over those hurdles so that you can just keep rocking and rolling. You've been rocking, with this weight loss journey. What's your latest weigh-in, or how far are you down?
Yeah, so when I started, just slightly before we started our program, I was at 204 and started to really get a grasp around nutrition and refocus on being disciplined. As of this morning, I'm at 188, and so it's really been pretty awesome. Not only am I doing the workouts that you have, but just kicked it up a notch in terms of getting out and walking and getting some general mindset activities in there that are more cardio driven outside of the high intensity training we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's another key to it too. I mean, you can't just rely on the training that the times you're with a trainer, because I'm with you twice a week, and then there's still other workouts you have to do on your own. And you still have to, kind of check in on trainer eyes and show me the proof that you're getting them done. But then, there's still the additional cardio work. And I mean, you like to go bike riding and stuff. So that's something that's come easier for you. But yeah, I guess aside from that, what's been the biggest add-on to your training that's helped you out?
I mean, I think what I've seen come to the training routines, and I have had personal trainers in the past, and then it's been tremendous results with them as well. But I think the one thing I've noticed huge difference this time, you clearly listened and heard what some of the challenges that I had were around lower back issues, around the piriformis syndrome, and I'm just finding that the exercises that I'm doing, the routines that you've built and the way you've designed them, for the first time in over 2.5 years, I'm having absolutely no pain in the lower back. I'm having no limitations in the flexibility and the ability to do things, including bike riding and out walking every day. I sit, and a lot of my work throughout the day is 5-6 hours in front of a computer doing just this, Zoom calls, and taking breaks in between. Normally, I'd get up and my back would just be in a horrible shape. Now I get up, do some stretching, and I can just feel the difference. It's just a major night and day from what it was 3 weeks ago.
Man, that is huge. So not only are you down 16 pounds, now you've alleviated back pain issues, and now you're able to chase around grandkids. I mean, it sounds like you've hit every one of the goals so far through this journey. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody considering joining Iron Sharpens Iron Fitness?
Yeah, well, thankfully no one's videotaping the wrestling matches with the two grandsons on the floor, but just being able to be down there rolling around with them, being goofy and having a blast is just a joy. I would say for those who are looking for a personal trainer, for those who are looking for someone to walk alongside and design a fitness program that's really going to make a difference, find someone that's not just focused on the physical transformation that you might be looking for, but also on the mindset. And I think, as you and I have connected, we spur one another along in God's word. We spur one another along in prayer, praying for each other's families. And, I think that sets the tone for the workout routines. And then just, your knowledge, I'm really blown away by how much attention you've given to the particular exercises that are done in the routine and how specific they were to my physical needs and the difference that it's made. So, if someone's going through other areas where they've got some limitations in what they're looking for, I think that, you have a knowledge there that is going to benefit them beyond what they can imagine. And I think just generally, your positive attitude, your motivation, the fun we have when we're, doing the training over Zoom. We're not even face to face because of what's going on in the world right now. But, I can only imagine if we were working out together, what the camaraderie would be between the two of us. But even, over Zoom, we just have a fun banter, and it's great.
Yeah. No, that's great. Thanks so much for jumping on this call and just kind of sharing your experiences with everybody. We're definitely going to keep everybody up to date as far as, your journey and how that's going with weight loss. But if you want to say anything, take a moment to kind of say what you do as far as life coaching and stuff. You can feel free to kind of share your information now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just come alongside men, and my wife and I come alongside couples. We run an organization called Pursuing Promise. We focus on life and leadership transformation. We look at just seeing how and where God's at work in your life. What is the potential that God may be calling you to, and how has He commissioned you to go out into the world? And then what do you need to do to truly start to take the steps necessary to move towards that full potential, to recognize God's promise for your life, and to really not only become a difference maker, but our real passion is helping people become disciple makers, feed into others' lives, and really make a difference in the lives of other men and women that they come alongside of. So it's a joy. I love doing it. And I think there's a lot of parallels between what Iron Sharpens Iron does from a physical training vantage point and what Pursuing Promise does from a life and leadership vantage point.
Yeah. And I mean, I can speak and attest to Pursuing Promise because, I mean, as Brian said, we kind of barter, some of our skills and traits. And he's definitely helped me out as far as getting focused on areas of my life that need focus. We all need accountability, as he was saying. He needed some accountability in the physical training world. I need some accountability in different areas of my life, marriage, business ownership and stuff. And he's been able to help provide a lot of clarity in those areas. So, I mean, I highly recommend that you get with a coach. I mean, I think we all need coaches in different areas of our lives. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brian. I'm going to share this with the world. So thanks for
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're making a difference. You're changing lives, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.